Welcome to the History Hunt YouTube channel. Like, subscribe. Let's start today's video. The image displays a thick, aged book bound with a metal chain and secured by a padlock, resting on a dark wooden surface. In the background, a stack of similar books is visible, suggesting a collection or library setting. The chained book evokes concept of censorship, restricted knowledge, or perhaps a hidden secret. The image features a collection of vintage suitcases arranged against a textured, light gray wall. 3 brown suitcases are stacked vertically on the left, while a single matching suitcase rests horizontally on the right. Each suitcase shows signs of wear, adding to their antique charm. This image features a majestic bronze lion statue, a guardian figure, positioned in front of a traditional Chinese building with a vibrant red and yellow facade and intricate roof details. The setting appears to be a grand historical site, likely the Forbidden City in Beijing, given the style of architecture and the prominence of such lion statues. A lush green tree stands to the right, adding to the serene yet imposing atmosphere. The image depicts a pair of hands, one of which is cuffed by a metal handcuff, while the other holds a black fountain pen, as if in the act of writing. The background is plain and light, emphasizing the hands and the objects. This powerful visual metaphor suggests themes of restricted freedom of speech, censorship, or the act of writing under duress. A long, narrow passageway is flanked by towering red walls with stone bases, leading toward the bright sky. The perspective emphasizes the immense height and length of the walls, creating a sense of dramatic scale. The image features a vintage-looking book with a dark green and brown cover, tightly bound by a heavy metal chain. The chain wraps around the book, symbolizing concepts such as censorship, restricted knowledge, or forgotten information. The stark yellow background further emphasizes the chained book as the central subject. An older man with a white beard and a white headband is featured against a plain yellow background. He is holding a small chocolate cupcake and appears to be contemplating it with somewhat conflicted or thoughtful expression, perhaps indicating a struggle between indulgence and healthy living. The image presents a striking view of Jerusalem, with the iconic golden dome of the rock prominently featured in the middle ground, set against a cloudy sky. In the foreground, coils of barbed wire create a blurred but stark barrier, suggesting themes of conflict, division, or restricted access. The ancient city's architecture and walls are visible behind the wire, underscoring the historical and often contested nature of the site. The image shows a pair of silver handcuffs placed on a white document covered with numerous dark fingerprints. The document appears to be a fingerprint card, with sections labeled for different fingers, suggesting a police or forensic context. This composition strongly evokes themes of law enforcement, arrest, or criminal investigation. A person, possibly a businessman dressed in a dark suit and striped tie, holds a prominent no smoking sign in front of their face, effectively obscuring it. The background is a solid, light blue, drawing focus to the individual and a clear message of the sign. This image directly conveys a public health or policy message against smoking. This image captures a long, ornate corridor with striking red pillars and walls, adorned with intricate golden detailing. The hallway is lined with numerous open wooden doors, revealing glimpses of the outside, and a tiled floor extends into the distance. The architecture strongly suggests a historical East Asian palace or temple, likely from China or Vietnam, like the Hue Imperial City. The image captures a night scene with vibrant fireworks illuminating the sky above a traditional Chinese building. The fireworks burst in red and gold hues, creating a festive atmosphere. The architecture suggests a historical site, possibly in Beijing, during a New Year celebration. This image showcases a magnificent multi-tiered traditional Chinese building, predominantly red with intricate architectural details, standing prominently in the foreground. In the background, a modern cityscape with skyscrapers rises under a dramatic sky with hues of blue and orange. The juxtaposition of ancient and contemporary architecture creates a striking visual, likely representing a historical site within a developing urban area, such as a part of the Forbidden City in Beijing. This majestic image features a grand entrance of Forbidden City in Beijing, China, with its iconic red walls and yellow tiled roofs. A wide, stone pathway leads towards an impressive gate, flanked by ornate bridges and balustrades. The sky above is a dramatic canvas of orange and purple hues, suggesting either sunrise or sunset, and casting a warm glow over the historical site. This image captures a majestic view through open, ornate red gates adorned with golden studs, revealing a grand palace within the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. Two imposing bronze guardian lions stand symmetrically in the foreground, facing towards a central hall. This image showcases a magnificent red-walled palace with traditional golden-tiled roofs, likely within the Forbidden City, under a vibrant sunset sky. A serene moat or canal with white stone bridges and balustrades reflects the architecture, adding to grandeur of the scene. This close-up shot features a detailed stone guardian lion, often referred to as a fu dog, set against the backdrop of traditional Chinese palace architecture. The lion, with its intricate mane and powerful stance, is a prominent feature in the Forbidden City, reflecting ancient imperial symbolism. This image displays a Zona Traffico Limitato, limited traffic zone, sign, commonly found in Italy, indicating restricted vehicle access. The red circle on a white background signifies a prohibition, with text at the bottom specifying Exceto Residenti Centro Storico, meaning except residence historic center. This image features a weathered bronze guardian lion, or fu dog, prominently positioned in the foreground. In the background, the distinctive red walls and golden tile roofs of traditional Chinese imperial architecture, characteristic of the Forbidden City, are visible under a partly cloudy sky. This image symbolically represents secured or inaccessible funds, featuring a stack of U.S. $100 bills bound by a heavy metal chain and secured with a padlock. The muted, earthy tones of the background evoke a sense of age or gravitas, enhancing the theme of financial security or restriction. This close-up photograph focuses on two strands of barbed wire in the foreground, with their sharp barbs clearly visible. The background is softly blurred, showing a hint of a structure and a cloudy sky, creating a somber and evocative mood. This striking image captures a section of the ancient city wall of Xi'an, China, at what appears to be dusk or dawn, with the sky displaying soft hues. The massive stone fortifications, adorned with traditional Chinese pagodas and lush trees, are beautifully illuminated, and their reflection shimmers in the surrounding moat. This scenic view showcases the iconic Tower of Buddhist Incense, a prominent structure within the Summer Palace in Beijing, China, majestically perched atop Longevity Hill. The vibrant architecture, with its intricate details and traditional roofs, is set against a lush green landscape and overlooks a serene body of water, likely Kunming Lake, where several boats are docked. This close-up shot features an antique-style key leaning against the spine of a book, resting on a textured wooden surface. The interplay of light and shadow highlights the metallic texture of the key and the subtle grain of the wood, creating a symbolic representation of knowledge unlocking understanding. The image displays a magnificent Hien Nan Gate, a prominent entrance to the Hue Imperial City in Vietnam. This elaborately decorated gate is a testament to traditional Vietnamese imperial architecture, flanked by lush greenery and stone bridges. This image captures a wide-angle view of the majestic Forbidden City in Beijing, China, teeming with tourists. In the foreground, numerous visitors traverse the vast courtyard, approaching the Grand Hall, likely the Hall of Supreme Harmony. In the background, the distinctive traditional Chinese architecture, with its sweeping roofs and vibrant colors, is prominently featured under a bright, cloudy sky. This is a striking frontal view of the Hall of Supreme Harmony, located within the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. The Grand Imperial Building, with its distinctive yellow-tiled roof and vibrant red pillars, is elevated on a multi-tiered marble platform. Symmetrical staircases lead up to the entrance, all set against a clear blue sky. The image features a stack of 3 old, thick books with weathered pages and dark spines in the foreground, suggesting a focus on historical or legal texts. In the soft-focused background, a set of brass scales of justice is visible, along with flickering candlelight, creating an atmosphere of antiquity and solemnity. This image showcases a magnificent traditional Chinese palace, distinguished by its vibrant red pillars, ornate roofs, and intricate architectural details. The building stands on an elevated platform with a stone railing, offering a panoramic view of a modern cityscape with high-rise buildings in the distant background. The sky is a dramatic blend of blue and soft orange hues, suggesting either dawn or dusk. This close-up shot highlights the intricate and vibrant details of traditional Chinese architecture, likely a building within the Forbidden City. The elaborate wooden doors, red pillars, and ornate roof with its distinctive green and gold accents are prominently featured. In the background, a modern cityscape with towering skyscrapers can be seen, creating a striking contrast between historical grandeur and contemporary urban development. This image prominently features the Tiananmen Gate, also known as the Gate of Heavenly Peace, in Beijing, China, under a bright sky. The iconic red structure is adorned with a large portrait of Mao Zedong at its center, flanked by prominent red banners with Chinese inscriptions. In the foreground, green hedges and a white stone bridge add depth to the scene, while several red flags are visible on the left. This wide shot shows a magnificent hall of supreme harmony within the Forbidden City in Beijing, China, under a muted, possibly overcast or hazy sky. A large crowd of tourists fills the expansive courtyard, walking toward the Grand Hall, which is elevated on multiple tiers with wide staircases leading to its entrance. The scene captures the immense scale and historical significance of the Imperial Palace. This striking image presents a frontal view of the Tiananmen Gate, a central landmark in Beijing, China, under a bright blue sky. The gate, painted in a distinctive red, features a prominent portrait of Mao Zedong at its center, flanked by two large red banners with Chinese characters. A white stone bridge and a broad paved area lead up to the gate, with several red flags waving on either side. This image features a majestic bronze Fu dog statue, a traditional guardian lion, set against the backdrop of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. The classical Chinese architecture, with its distinctive roofs, is beautifully illuminated by the warm hues of a sunset or sunrise sky. This vibrant image captures a stunning contrast, showcasing traditional Chinese architecture with ornate red pillars and intricate woodwork in the foreground. Beyond the classic structure, a modern cityscape with towering skyscrapers rises across a bustling harbor, creating a visual representation of East meets West. This lively image depicts a traditional, brightly colored horse-drawn carriage with red canopy, parked under a large tree adorned with numerous conical hats and decorative lanterns. The setting appears to be a vibrant outdoor area, possibly a market or a cultural site, with other colorful objects and structures visible in the background. This image showcases two intricately detailed stone or bronze guardian statues, resembling mythical lions or dragons, positioned prominently in what appears to be a historical square or temple complex. In the background, traditional architecture with multi-tiered roofs and ornate carvings is visible, suggesting a rich cultural or religious setting, possibly back to Durbar Square in Nepal. This close-up shot features an antique-looking metallic key inserted into a decorative wrought iron keyhole plate, set against a weathered, gray wooden surface. The image evokes a sense of history and mystery, suggesting an old door or chest. A round white and red sign with black E crossed out, indicating no parking or no stopping, is prominently displayed on the left. In the background, a tall, multi-story building with numerous dark windows rises against a dimly lit sky. The Gate of Heavenly Peace, Tiananmen, stands prominently with its distinctive red walls and traditional tiered roof under a clear sky. In the foreground, neatly trimmed dark bushes and patches of green and white landscaping are visible, hinting at a formal garden area. Red flags are flying from the top of the gate, adding to the grandeur of the historic landmark. A traditional Japanese rock garden, or Zen garden, is depicted with raked white gravel forming intricate, wavy patterns. Several dark, irregular-shaped rocks are strategically placed within the gravel, some with patches of green moss or surrounded by small green bushes, adding natural elements to the serene landscape. A deserted sandy beach curves along a calm blue sea, with numerous multi-story abandoned buildings lining the coastline in the background. The clear sky and empty shore suggest a once popular area now left to disuse. The image depicts the interior of a large, seemingly empty correctional facility or prison. Rows of cell doors line both sides of a wide, central corridor, extending into the distance. Natural light appears to enter from large windows at the far end of the hall. An older man wearing a dark jacket and a cap is riding a small bicycle on a sunny city street. The street is lined with classic European buildings, and German flags are visible. The scene suggests a peaceful, urban environment. This elevated view showcases a majestic forbidden city in Beijing, with its distinctive golden tiled roofs and red walls sprawling across the landscape. Numerous visitors are visible in the large courtyards, highlighting its popularity as a historical and cultural landmark. The scale of the complex is impressive, stretching towards a distant urban skyline. This image captures the grandeur of the Hall of Supreme Harmony within the Forbidden City, characterized by its imposing architecture and vast courtyard. The wide central pathway leads directly to the magnificent building, flanked by traditional Chinese structures under a partly cloudy sky. The scene conveys a sense of historical significance and imperial scale. A large portrait of Mao Zedong is prominently displayed on a red wall, likely at Tiananmen Gate in Beijing. The iconic image features Mao in a gray suit against a light blue background. The bright sunlight casts a shadow, highlighting the frame and the details of the portrait. This panoramic shot captures the vast expanse of Tiananmen Square in Beijing, bustling with numerous people. In the center stands a monument to the people's heroes, with a prominent red Chinese flag flying atop. The surrounding grand buildings emphasize the historical and political significance of the square. This image features a charming European town square, with a prominent white church on the left, showcasing intricate architectural details and bell towers. In the foreground, a fountain sprays water, adding a dynamic element to the serene plaza, which is dotted with green trees. The bright sky with scattered clouds suggests a pleasant day. This elevated view showcases a majestic forbidden city in Beijing, China, under a bright blue sky with fluffy white clouds. The vast complex of traditional Chinese imperial architecture features numerous orange tile roofs and red walls, characteristic of its historical significance as the former Chinese imperial palace. This wide shot captures the imposing Hall of Supreme Harmony within the Forbidden City. Under a clear sky, a large courtyard filled with numerous visitors stretches before the grand red and gold hall, which sits atop a multi-tiered white marble base. The scene highlights the scale and popularity of this iconic historical site. This outdoor shot features a sign for the Archaeological Survey of India, displayed prominently on a low, dark monument surrounded by a small patch of grass and simple wooden posts. A path lined with mature trees recedes into the background, hinting at a historical or preserved site. The scene suggests an entrance to an archaeological or heritage area. This image captures a scene where a traffic officer, wearing a white uniform and hat, appears to be issuing a ticket to the driver of a dark gray Volkswagen T-Roc. Two individuals are visible inside the car, and a soldier stands guard in the background near a building with a light brown facade. This perspective shot looks through a grand, red gate adorned with golden studs, revealing a series of stone arches receding into the distance. Beyond the immediate archway, a paved pathway leads through a lush, green landscape with ivy-covered walls and trees, hinting at a historical or garden complex. The vibrant colors of the gate frame a picturesque and inviting view. This close-up shot shows a traditional Japanese-style building with a distinctive tile roof and wooden walls. A window with a grid pattern is visible, and in front of it stands a barrier with a sign, likely in Japanese, suggesting a restricted area. The overall impression is that of an old, perhaps unoccupied or heritage structure. This overhead shot features a collection of silver-colored coins surrounding a single, slightly larger, golden-colored coin in the center. The silver coins are stacked and scattered, with some showing dates like 2019 and the word Romania or Bani, suggesting they are Romanian currency. The central golden coin also appears to have some embossed details, though they are less clear. This low-angle shot captures a section of a tall, gray concrete wall, heavily adorned with various graffiti in different colors. A thin, darker cap runs along the top edge of the wall. In the foreground, a strip of vibrant green grass runs alongside the wall, contrasted with the clear, bright blue sky that fills the upper portion of the image. The scene strongly evokes the historical significance of the Berlin Wall. This image captures a long, ornate hallway within a traditional palace, likely the Hue Imperial City or a similar Forbidden City-style complex. The dominant color is a vibrant red, accented with intricate gold detailing on the pillars, walls, and ceiling, creating a grand and majestic atmosphere. This image features a person standing on a stone bridge, looking toward the majestic Meridian Gate, Nomon Gate, of the Hue Imperial City in Vietnam. The gate is a grand, multi-tiered structure with traditional architectural elements, showcasing the historical significance of the Hue Citadel. This image captures a majestic exterior of a traditional Chinese palace, likely within Forbidden City, with sunlight streaming through a columned walkway. The scene showcases intricate architectural details and a distant view of another grand building, suggesting the vastness of the imperial complex. This image shows a wide, paved street, likely Corso Vittorio Emanuele II in Milan, Italy, flanked by imposing buildings with varied architectural styles. In the distance, the spires of the Milan Cathedral Duomo are faintly visible, and on the right, there's an outdoor cafe with white umbrellas. This image depicts a long, stark corridor lined with numerous cell doors, suggesting a prison or detention facility. The gray, heavy doors with small hatches and exposed hinges, along with the worn walls, evoke a sense of confinement and a somber historical atmosphere, possibly at the Berlin Hohenschönhausen Memorial. This image features a convex mirror, often used for road safety or security, reflecting a distorted view of the sky and surroundings. The mirror's orange and black rim stands out against the blue sky with some clouds, and a stone wall with greenery is visible in the foreground. This image displays a magnificent ancient building, likely part of the Hue Imperial City or Citadel, characterized by a traditional East Asian architectural style with multi-tiered roofs and intricate detailing. A stone bridge with decorative railings spans a moat filled with water and lily pads in the foreground, leading to the grand structure. The vibrant colors of the roofs, primarily yellow and green, contrast beautifully with the blue sky and white clouds. This image captures a fortified village, likely Low Mantang and Upper Mustang, Nepal, nestled within a stark, mountainous landscape. The village features traditional buildings with distinctive red and white walls, standing out against the barren, light-colored hills that dominate the background. The clear blue sky with scattered clouds adds to the serene yet rugged beauty of the high-altitude terrain. This aerial shot showcases an ancient archaeological site, likely Tapu Tapu Area Marian Raitau, situated on a verdant peninsula surrounded by clear turquoise waters. The site consists of several stone platforms and structures, partially overgrown with lush tropical vegetation, indicating a rich historical past. The dramatic backdrop of green, tree-covered mountains under a cloudy sky adds to the remote and mystical atmosphere of the location. This image displays traditional Chinese architecture with multiple tiered roofs and intricate decorative elements. The vibrant colors of red, white, and black, along with the distinct roof lines, are characteristic of classical Chinese imperial or temple buildings. The clear blue sky provides a striking contrast to the detailed structures. This striking image features a grand entrance to a significant architectural complex, likely the Forbidden City, characterized by its towering red walls and traditional Chinese roofs. A vast, empty courtyard leads to the central gate, all set against a dramatic, cloudy sky. The perspective emphasizes the immense scale and imposing presence of the historical site. This image captures a quiet European square, possibly in Venice, with several people strolling around. The foreground features a weathered brick wall with an embedded display or memorial, and beyond it, traditional buildings with terracotta roofs are visible. Bare trees suggest a cooler season, and the overall atmosphere is one of daily life in a historic urban setting. This is a panoramic view of a grand courtyard within a historic Chinese imperial complex, likely the Forbidden City, under a bright, cloudy sky. Prominent red and gold buildings with distinctive traditional roofs are visible, surrounded by ornate white marble balustrades and vast paved areas. The scene conveys the immense scale and historical significance of the site. This close-up shot features a weathered red-brown wall or pillar with a clear white text "Boys Only" stenciled on it. Partially visible behind it is a light-colored, possibly wooden, door with geometric paneling. The image has a somewhat vintage or rustic feel due to the texture and muted tones. This image shows the interior of a grand imperial hall, likely within the Forbidden City, characterized by its striking red pillars and walls. A magnificent golden throne is centrally placed on a raised dais, flanked by ornate ceremonial objects. The ceiling is intricately decorated with patterns of blue, green, and gold, showcasing the opulence of traditional Chinese palace architecture. This bright image features a classic white church with two bell towers, possibly in Portugal, standing prominently against a clear blue sky. In the foreground, a paved square is dotted with small green trees, some in bloom with purple flowers. The scene evokes a warm, sunny European atmosphere. This image showcases a grand imperial building, possibly the Hue Imperial City, characterized by its multi-tiered traditional Vietnamese roofs with ornate green and yellow tiling. The structure stands behind a stone bridge spanning a moat, giving it a fortified appearance. The scene is set under a bright sky with scattered clouds, highlighting the historical grandeur of the site. This image depicts a large, abandoned room, likely a theater or assembly hall, showing significant signs of decay. The paint is peeling from the walls, the floorboards are damaged, and debris is scattered throughout. A stage is visible at one end, topped by a faded red banner, contributing to the eerie and forgotten atmosphere of the space. Sources: this lively street scene captures a bustling urban thoroughfare, likely a shopping district in Madrid, filled with numerous pedestrians. Many individuals are wearing face masks, indicating contemporary public health measures. A prominent digital sign in Spanish advises mantenga la distancia social, maintain social distance, and utilis mascarilla, use mask, reinforcing the current context. The image displays a panoramic view of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China, with its distinctive red walls and golden tiled roofs. A large crowd of visitors can be seen in front of one of the palace gates. The surrounding landscape includes lush greenery, possibly from Jingshan Park, offering a glimpse of the vastness of this historic imperial complex. The image depicts a dark, confined space with a single window high up, barred by vertical lines. Rays of light stream through the window, casting distinct shadows of the bars onto the floor below. This stark visual evokes a sense of imprisonment or confinement, with the light representing a distant hope or the outside world. The image showcases a vibrant blue sky above the majestic red walls and traditional yellow tiled roofs of the Forbidden City, likely featuring the Meridian Gate. Several birds are captured mid-flight, adding a dynamic element to the serene architectural grandeur. The clear sky and classic Chinese imperial architecture create a striking and iconic scene. The image presents a serene view of a historical complex, likely the Hue Imperial City or a similar site in Vietnam, centered around a tranquil body of water. Stone walls and lush green trees frame the water, with traditional Vietnamese architecture visible in the background. The cloudy sky adds a soft, diffused light to the scene, emphasizing the calm and historic atmosphere. The image shows a grand, multi-storied building with numerous windows and classical architectural details, likely the Royal Palace of Milan. In front of the building is a spacious courtyard with a patterned paved surface. Flags are visible above the main entrance, suggesting an official or significant site, and the overall impression is one of historical elegance and civic importance. The image appears to be an old-fashioned depiction, possibly a painting or a vintage photograph, of the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. It features the iconic red walls and tiered golden roofs of the imperial architecture. In the foreground, a curved white bridge with ornate railing spans a body of water, leading towards a grand structure. The image depicts an abandoned street scene, likely in Varosha, Cyprus, given the suggested tags. Overgrown weeds line the empty road, flanked by dilapidated multi-story buildings, some appearing to be former shops. A set of disused traffic lights and a rusty directional sign stand prominently in the foreground, underscoring the area's deserted state under a bright blue sky with scattered clouds. The image features grand, ornate red doors, adorned with numerous golden studs, standing wide open. Through the doorway, a majestic traditional Chinese building, likely the Hall of Supreme Harmony or another structure within the Forbidden City, is visible in the distance under a dramatic sunset sky. The perspective creates a sense of welcoming and grandeur, inviting viewers into the historic complex. The image shows an elderly woman with gray hair styled in a bun, wearing a vibrant pink shirt and a bright blue blazer. She has a serious expression and holds one hand up with her palm facing forward, seemingly making a stop gesture. The background is a plain, light gray, emphasizing her direct gaze and posture. The image showcases a magnificent hall of supreme harmony within the Forbidden City, characterized by its distinctive golden tiled roof and red walls. A large crowd of people can be seen on the vast stone courtyard and ascending the grand staircases leading to the hall, indicating a popular tourist destination. The scene is set under a wide blue sky dotted with fluffy white clouds, highlighting the grandeur of the imperial architecture. A person with blonde hair, possibly a young woman, is shown holding a silver digital camera, likely a Kodak EasyShare C763, directly toward the viewer as if taking a picture. Behind them, out of focus, is a traditional Chinese building with a prominent red and gold structure, suggesting a tourist location such as a Forbidden City. A portrait, possibly of Mao Zedong, is also partially visible in the background on a red wall. The image displays an old, weathered concrete structure, likely a bunker, partially overgrown with vegetation. A rusted metal staircase winds up the side, suggesting a former access point. The ruin stands amidst trees, hinting at its historical significance or abandonment. The image shows an abandoned street lined with derelict buildings, likely from Varosha, Cyprus. Shop front is shuttered, and the structures exhibit signs of decay, such as broken windows and crumbling facades. The scene conveys a sense of desolation and a place frozen in time. The image shows a set of rusty metal bars, secured with a prominent yellow padlock and chain. Through the bars, a soft, warm light illuminates an arched hallway, suggesting an interior or passage beyond. The focus on the lock gate evokes a sense of enclosure or historical security. Sources: the image depicts a formidable fence constructed with numerous wooden posts and multiple strands of barbed wire, stretching into the distance. This type of barrier is characteristic of historical border fortifications, such as the Iron Curtain, designed for control and restriction. The fence stands in a grassy, open field under a cloudy sky. The image presents a vibrant autumn scene featuring traditional Chinese architecture, likely within the Forbidden City or Summer Palace. A prominent multi-tiered pagoda with red walls and a golden roof stands majestically, surrounded by trees with brilliant yellow and orange foliage. The setting suggests a historical and cultural landmark in full seasonal splendor. The image features a "No trespassing" sign warning that violators will be prosecuted, attached to a chain-link fence. The fence stretches diagonally across the frame, disappearing into the background where trees and what appears to be a body of water are visible. The scene suggests a boundary for private property. The image showcases an opulent golden throne, richly decorated with intricate carvings and flanked by ornate stairs and ceremonial vessels. The setting is a grand hall with polished dark floors and vibrant red walls, likely a significant chamber within the Forbidden City. This arrangement suggests a place of immense historical power and ceremony. The image displays a majestic aerial view of a sprawling traditional Chinese imperial palace complex, possibly the Forbidden City or a similar grand structure, under a blanket of snow. Its distinctive yellow tiled roofs contrast beautifully with the white snow and the deep red walls, creating a striking winter landscape. The vastness of the complex, with its numerous courtyards and halls, is evident, conveying a sense of historical grandeur. The image shows a white sign attached to a black metal gate. The sign is written in German and reads "Einfahrt bitte frei halten," which translates to "keep entrance clear" or "do not block the entrance." The background is blurred, suggesting the sign is the main focus. The image displays an antique flintlock pistol resting on a copy of the United States Constitution, with a portion of the American flag visible in the background. The arrangement evokes themes of American history, constitutional rights, and the Second Amendment. The image features an antique flintlock pistol resting on a parchment sheet that displays the opening words, "We the people," from the U.S. Constitution. A partially unfurled American flag, with its stars and stripes, serves as the background. This composition evokes themes of early American history, constitutional law, and the right to bear arms.